So welcome back. In this video, we're going to talk about the things that we absolutely hate about RV life. It was pretty hard to come up with some things, but we did come up with some things the more you think about it. We'll dive in just a second, but we're doing this part of a collaboration video with a bunch of other channels that are going to be scrolling by here, logos, etc. Check them out. All the links to their channels are in the description below. Highly encourage you to check out their channels and their videos in this collaboration, because I think you'll find it's going to be pretty interesting to watch how different perspectives are.
Correct.
Because we come from full-time life, we come from most-time life, we come from weekend warriors, we come from part-timers, full-timers, most-timers.
Everything.
Whatever. We're all getting out in RVs, so we all have a different take. So, we want to talk about just what we hate about this whole RV life.
There's a few things that we can't stand.
Yeah. So, let's dive right in.
Okay, so my one main frustration that I don't like is making reservations.
I hate this part.
You do?
Yeah, that's why you do it.
Yes. But it was 9 months and now it's 6 months, and with everybody buying RVs within the last 2 years, it's hard to get a spot, and especially getting more than one spot together. So when it was 9 months, I was on it and I could get us all campgrounds at the state parks, but now, like I said, it's kind of hard.
Yeah, my biggest frustration when it comes to reservations is the fact that everybody and their brother bought an RV, started a YouTube channel, and then they don't show up. And the parks still say they're full, but they're not.
Right.
I mean, how many times just this year have we pulled into parks where it says full, or, park is full, no vacancy, and half the park is empty?
Right. Due to weather or whatever reason they're not coming, they need to have a better system of when making the reservations that they can cancel them just as quickly.
Yeah, something in real time. I guess I hate it because I don't understand why they can't do something simple. It is 2022 after all.
It is, correct.
So the next thing that we really hate about RVing is the connectivity. And I know this is a total first world problem, but we have grown so accustomed to needing, not just wanting, but needing connectivity while we're out. And that means cell coverage, and that means
internet,
Wi-Fi, whatever. We just don't understand, I guess, why, again, it's 2022 and it's hard to get connectivity. We could be at certain campgrounds where you have 0 bars of any G, and you just exit the park and you have 5 bars.
Right.
So I don't understand why there's these no cell zone coverage areas inside of state parks, some private parks, even the remote ones. We've been to some remote ones where we have better coverage than if we're
at Fort Stevens
in town. Yeah. So connectivity is something that, again, for the price that we're paying to camp at private parks, state parks now, I guess I don't understand why we don't have the coverage that we should have in the year 2022.
Yep.
So that's something that frustrates me. And then the last thing that really chaps me about RV life is, and I hope I don't offend, and if I do, so what? You're part of the problem, not part of the solution. No, I'm kind of kidding. But seasonal campers, and I know they exist, And it's a frustration for us because we're not full-time and we're not seasonal. But the fact that seasonal camping is taking over RV parks.
Right.
We have camped at some RV parks that are better than 50% seasonal.
And they're mostly at KOAs.
Yeah, well, KOAs and private parks, you can't get away with that at state parks. And here's the two things that I don't like about the seasonal campers taking over the camping areas. Number one, it limits the amount of people that could come in for the weekends and for extended stays like we do,
right,
for a week or whatever. So that's number one. You're taking up valuable camping spaces. Number two, and I'm going to paint with a really big brush here, but they always look like a dump. You know, they always have crap everywhere. And I know that there's some seasonal campers that keep their sites nice and tidy, but by and large, again, wide brush painting here, they always just make the campground look like crap. As we walk the dogs around the campgrounds and look at this,
right,
it really makes me dislike what the seasonal campers are doing to campgrounds. And I'm not going to go full-time just because the seasonal campers, you know, taking too many sites. And then the last, actually, we're limited to 3, but we have a bonus one. The real reason that we hate RV life, or a hate that we have of our RV life, is what?
That we just don't get to do it enough.
That's a fact.
Until I get to retire, it's not.
Yeah.
Don't like it.
We don't go out as much as we absolutely want to. And again, we're not in the mode of going full time.
Right.
But a couple weekends a month and long trips in the summer.
Yeah, unless I get a 3 or a 4 day weekend.
Yeah. We don't get out as much as we want
to.
So that is the 3 things plus 1 that we hate about RV life. Tell us what yours are, and make sure that you visit those other channels and see what they hate about RV life. I think you'll find it interesting that of all the channels, we don't hate the same stuff.
Right, exactly.
So check them out. All the links are in the description below. And until next time, see you in the next video.
Bye.